Welcome, companions. I am the Traveler. Today's saga delves into the enigmatic life of Saruman the White, once the leader of the wizards and the head of the White Council. Join us as we explore the complexities and crucial role of Saruman. Saruman is a character whose path of wisdom was twisted into one of deceit and desire. What started as a noble mission ended in a tragic fall from grace. Saruman's journey is not just a story of power and corruption, it's a reflection on the nature of ambition and the peril of losing one's way. As the chief of the Istari, his role was to guide and protect Middle-earth, but his story took a darker turn. Throughout this video, we'll dive into Saruman's rise to power, his intricate knowledge of the rings, his rivalry with Gandalf, and his ultimate downfall. We'll seek to understand his motives, his impact on the War of the Ring, and the lessons his tale imparts. As we explore the ancient texts, we shall also consider the broader implications of Saruman's story. What does it teach us about wisdom, power, and the choices we face in our own lives? So, prepare your minds and spirits as we embark on this journey through the twisted paths of Isengard, a tale of ambition, betrayal, and the quest for power that echoes through the ages. Before we delve deeper, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Your engagement helps us bring more fantastic places to light. Now, let the story of Saruman unfold. Here, among the divine Ainur, was Kurumo, a Maia spirit created by Eru Iluvatar. Kurumo was selected by the Valar to be one of the 5 Istari, wizards sent to Middle-earth to counsel and assist its inhabitants against the dark power of Sauron. Among these, he was chosen to lead, taking the name Saruman upon his arrival. As the head of the Istari, Saruman's purpose was clear: to rally the free peoples of Middle-earth against the shadow growing in the east. Armed with knowledge and power, he was to be a guide, a beacon of hope and wisdom. But what led this mighty Maia to turn from his noble path? What seduced Saruman the Wise to covet power and dominion for himself? Saruman the White, the chief of the wizards and head of the White Council, was revered for his wisdom and power. But what led him down a path of desire and eventual doom was an insatiable thirst for knowledge, particularly concerning the rings of power. Saruman's study of the rings was not merely academic. He sought to understand their very essence, the secrets of their making, and the ways they could be controlled or countered. His research was so profound that he became one of the foremost experts on the subject, rivaling even Sauron, the Dark Lord who crafted the One Ring. Among Saruman's many skills was his mastery of the Palantiri, the Seeing Stones. These ancient artifacts allowed him to communicate over vast distances and see events far from his tower. However, it was through the Palantir that Saruman's downfall began, as he was ensnared by Sauron's will and drawn into his dark sphere of influence. But Saruman's expertise was not limited to the mystical. His knowledge of crafts and machinery was unparalleled. He transformed Isengard into a fortress of industry, creating weapons and armor for his army of Uruk-hai. Orthanc, a name that whispers tales of ancient power and indestructible might, served as both fortress and sanctuary to Saruman, one of the most powerful beings in Middle-earth. Rising from the heart of Isengard, this black tower, crafted from unyielding stone, stood exemplifying the strength and cunning of its master. Saruman's journey from a wise leader of the Istari to a corrupted servant of power is as complex as it is tragic. Once a beacon of knowledge and order, his ambition led him down a dark and treacherous path. Within the walls of Orthanc, he schemed and delved into forbidden knowledge, seeking to rival even Sauron himself. Indeed, Saruman the White, chief of the Istari and head of the White Council, was revered across Middle-earth for his wisdom and power, but beneath his noble exterior, a dark seed of ambition took root. Saruman's desire to be more than a mere servant of the Valar drove him to seek power that was not his to wield. As Sauron's shadow grew across the land, Saruman saw an opportunity to elevate himself. In a devastating betrayal of his vows, he allied with the Dark Lord, seeking to share his dominion over Middle-earth. Saruman's once pure heart was now ensnared by the very evil he was sworn to combat. Under his rule, the beautiful Isengard became a place of darkness and despair. Its gardens were destroyed, replaced by pits and forges to create weapons of war. Indeed, Saruman's ambition had twisted his wisdom into madness, corrupting everything he touched. In his relentless pursuit of power, Saruman achieved his ultimate twisted marvel, the creation of the Uruk-hai. These creatures, bred in the shadowed pits beneath Orthanc, were stronger, faster, and more ruthless than any orc. Engineered for war and obedience, they represented Sauron's ultimate weapon in his quest for dominion. The Battle of Helm's Deep stands as one of the most crucial confrontations of the War of the Ring. Saruman's Uruk-hai laid siege to the fortress, showcasing his strategic acumen and the might of his forces. This battle tested the resolve of the defenders of Middle-earth and marked a turning point in the war. Saruman's attempt to crush Rohan at the Battle of Helm's Deep marked the beginning of his downfall as well. Gandalf, resurrected as the White Wizard, took up the mantle Saruman had forsaken, playing a pivotal role in uniting Middle-earth against Sauron. Yet, for all his power and cunning, Saruman's reign was not to last. It was lost to the very forces he sought to control. The first stirrings of Saruman's downfall began in Fangorn Forest. The Ents, ancient shepherds of the trees, awoke to the destruction Saruman had wrought on their borders. Led by Treebeard, they resolved to end the wizard's devastation. In a display of nature's raw power, the Ents marched on Isengard. Their siege was a sight to behold, ancient trees uprooting themselves to battle the stone and steel of Saruman's fortress. It was a battle between the natural world and the forces of industrialization. The Ents' wrath culminated in the breaking of the Isen Dam. Water surged into Isengard, flooding the pits and forges and trapping Saruman in Orthanc. In one swift stroke, the might of Isengard was washed away, symbolizing the collapse of Saruman's ambitions. The final days of Saruman were marked by isolation and defeat. Once a figure of awe and terror, he was reduced to a mere shadow, confined within the Tower of Orthanc. His alliance with Sauron, his betrayal of the free peoples, and his own pride had led him to ruin. Orthanc remains a symbol of Saruman's legacy, a reminder of the cost of unchecked ambition and the peril of forsaking one's path. As we leave the shadow of this ancient tower, we carry with us stories of power, betrayal, and the unrelenting will to fight against darkness. Saruman's influence extended beyond the battlefield. His spies and magic sought to disrupt the Fellowship's quest to destroy the One Ring. From sending a blizzard to impede their passage over Caradhras, to his attempts to turn the people of Rohan against them, Saruman's actions significantly impacted the Fellowship's journey. Saruman's impact on Middle-earth was indeed profound. His creation of the Uruk-hai and his attack on Rohan at the Battle of Helm's Deep showcased his strategic mind and ruthlessness. Yet, these actions also spurred the unification of Middle-earth's forces against the threat of Sauron. In the end, Saruman's alliance with Sauron, his breaking of vows, and his relentless pursuit of power led to his downfall, trapped in the very tower that once symbolized his strength. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the rise and downfall of Saruman. If you found this exploration insightful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more stories from the rich world of Middle-earth and other fantastic places. Until next time, companions, safe travels.